Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Just Naughty, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I install my sister locks. If you haven't yet watched part 1, part 1 shows you guys how I did the grid for these sister locks. So if you'd like, go ahead and pause this video, go back to my channel and take a look at that. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into the video. Right now, I'm just parting a line across one of the sections in the back. Now these sections are gonna be real small since I want these locks to be very small. Since the back of her hair is very short, I'm gonna start off by braiding it. And then maybe when I get to the 3rd row of this section, I'll start twisting. Y'all about to see my African fingers go to work. I'm not really sure if people pay attention to the beady beads when it comes to sister locks, or if they leave it alone. I don't know. I wouldn't want my kitchen to be all out in the midst of a style, so I just assumed that she wanted hers up and locked. But I'm gonna continue braiding that 1st row, and then I'm gonna continue on to the next row. The 2nd row in that section isn't quite long, so I'm gonna continue on braiding that 2nd row just like I did the 1st row. Now that I'm done with the first 2 rows, for the 3rd row on up, I'm gonna start twisting. It's a habit for me to start twisting to the right. Although these twists are very small, I am trying to match up each part with the previous part. I want the style to be as neat as possible. So every line that I part, whether it be horizontal or vertical, I'm gonna make sure every line match up. You guys should also keep in mind that there are millions of ways to start off sister locks, micro locks, or any kind of locks. I did twist her entire head rather than interlocking it with a interlocking tool. She was very adamant that I did not interlock her hair because it would take a lot longer. So we did end up twisting her hair, which was fine for me. The time went by a little bit faster than it normally would. If I was to interlock her entire head, it probably would have taken me a couple days to do her hair, but it really didn't take that long to do her hair. So if you guys would like to interlock each piece of hair that you part, then by all means you can do that. Regardless of which way you go, as long as your hair locks, then it doesn't really matter which method you use. So I'm gonna show you guys in regular speed how long it takes to do one twist. It took me about 45 seconds to finish this twist, but Depending on how I start, I'll twist a little faster, or sometimes I may even twist a little slower, but it always takes less than a minute for me to twist each part that's sectioned. So I'm finally done with the first section of my grid. I'm checking to make sure that everything is lined up horizontally and vertically. If not, then of course I'm gonna take it out and redo it. I drew out all of the squares onto this paper, so I'm just gonna count the amount of twist that she has per section. So I'm just gonna jot it down on the paper that I drew out. I just want to make sure that I write it down in the right square. So that first section that I did has a total of 29 twists. It is uneven because of that first row. I could only fit 4 instead of 5. It's definitely smart to keep up with how many twists you have in an entire head. I'm only keeping count so that both me and her could have a mental note of how many sister locks that she has on her head. This is going to be the start of a new journey for her, so I'm going to try my best to keep track for her. So I'm done with my second square, and this square has a total of 23 twists. I went ahead and finished a few other squares out of the camera, and this is what we're working with. We're almost done. At this point, I've done just about 7 squares. I have 6 more left to do. I have been jotting down the numbers as I've been going on, so I'll give you guys a total at the end of this video. After I got done with the first section, I did have to switch it up a little bit. I didn't like the way that the root looked, so I started to braid at the root like maybe 2 or 3 times, and then I continued twisting. I'm gonna let you guys see exactly what I did. I am finally done, you guys. There are a total of 407 twists on her head. This took a total of 7 hours to do. We did take a few breaks. I'm not gonna lie. By the time that I got to that last twist, my fingers were cramping. They were tired of the same repetitive motion. But all of that doesn't even matter. This is it, you guys. This is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you guys in my next video.